Thanks for joining us. We are live at 5, getting ready to get your thoughts on our story today. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook so you can be part of our conversation. I'm here with Jennifer Bellamy and Jeff Hullinger today.
Yeah, we've got a topic that a lot of people are talking about. The Cleveland Browns beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 21-7. It should have been a win everyone was talking about, but instead they're talking about this. After a pass, Myles Garrett rips off the helmet from Steelers quarterback Mason Rudolph. Garrett then swings and hits him in the head with that helmet. Now, Garrett has been suspended from the league indefinitely at this point, and both the Steelers and the Browns organizations have each been fined $250,000. But despite that punishment, a lot of you on social media say a suspension is just not enough in this case. Some people are saying there should be criminal charges.
I wince every time I see it, and I've seen it many times. Jeff, I'm so curious, after 3 decades plus in sports, this is one of only a handful of times you've seen something like this,
yeah,
right?
It is. I mean, I think about Lyle Alzado is probably the last time that I saw this, who played for the Raiders a long time ago. But I like Deion Sanders' tweet today, where he said, you know, you take your punishment, you did wrong, you move on with your life, and that's it. You know, you learn from this. And I kind of like that, too. I think Americans are such hypocrites when it comes to sports. Man, we all love violence, right? Everybody loves violence, but the violence has to be under a certain rules of engagement, or we're incredibly outraged. I mean, look, people watch the NFL for the violence. They watch NASCAR racing for the wrecks, okay? They watch hockey for fights. And it goes on and on and on. I just think all of this outrage is we're such hypocrites. Let me just say that again.
I hear what you're saying, but that was out of line and unacceptable, right?
There's no defense for that.
Yeah.
There's no defense for what we saw last night. You could have killed him.
Yeah.
And anybody who's played football at any level, whether it's grade school, high school, college, or pro, knows you don't use your helmet as a weapon. You can really kill somebody that way.
I was really interested to see Atlanta Falcons linebacker Devondre Campbell get in on this conversation, tweeting today, sitting here watching everyone defend that quarterback like he ain't start. It is sickening. If somebody's holding you to the point where you can't move and somebody's running up on you, you're going to defend yourself, and that's exactly what Garrett did, and I would have done the same thing.
See, there's two separate issues here, okay? There's that argument about the fight between these two guys. I get it. The other point is swinging the helmet. So it's two separate issues.
Sure.
If he wants to make that point, I'm cool with that point. That's fine. That makes sense, right? I agree with that.
That's true.
But you take a helmet and you try to whack a guy who's not wearing a helmet, you can kill him. And that's a totally separate set of issues.
Yeah, let's chime in. Let's get Bridget. She chimed in too. She said, though, that clearly Garrett was wrong. She's saying, like you said, it's one thing for him to take off his helmet. It's another thing when you take a football helmet and hit a person in the head with it. So kind of going to what you said there, Jeff, she said that this could have ended very badly if he'd hit him the wrong way. A helmet used as a helmet is never, as a weapon rather, is never a good thing.
Anthony Ford has this perspective. Any player, football, basketball, hockey, baseball, volleyball, swimmers, and any sports which I haven't mentioned, that player should never, never be allowed the privilege and the opportunity to be in any sports if they do something so egregious.
I disagree with that. I'm a great believer in forgiveness. And I think that these are young men. I mean, these are guys in their early 20s. Geez, everybody makes mistakes in lives. You know, it happens. And you serve the punishment, you apologize, and you move on. I don't believe in the death penalty for anybody.
And we'll probably be seeing more punishments doled out with this, too.
Sure.
Yeah, a lot of folks left the sidelines to go get in on the action.
Well, the question is, how long is he going to be out of football?
Right.
If he misses the rest of the season, my guess is that he will probably end up missing maybe half of next season.
Interesting. All right, we'll figure out
but
what
from
happens
all
next,
accounts,
I guess.
He seems like a decent guy, too.
Yeah.
From everything that I've read, somewhat out of character for him.
Yeah.
Off the field, a gentleman. On the field, you know, he's in a very violent business, man. I think, and let me just end with this very quickly. I wish that all of you watching right now could maybe have hung with me on the sidelines of an NFL game to see how violent and awful it is. Looks a lot different than what you see drinking a couple of beers, eating some popcorn.
It is a violent game, and that game in particular had been really rough. There'd been a lot of helmet-to-helmet contact. It was a rough game, and this happened in the last 5 seconds of what was a very brutally physical game. So we want to know what you have to say about it. Keep your thoughts and comments coming, please, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We post here every week. Follow us on social media so your comments can be part of our perspective. Have a good one.